Okay, here we are. All right, all right. Okay. Remember we were going to put those on the other kiosk, not there? Okay. Please? Because then I just have to move them. All right, let me get logged into Facebook here. Alrighty. Mute. Okay. Hello, hello. Hi, Cindy. All right. Give people just a couple more minutes and then we will get started. I might have to go fast today because I'm not 100% sure how much battery I have. And it'll just cut off in the middle of the video. So we are just going to get started and then people can join us as they come on. So first I want to show you guys, Colleen brought in a gorgeous new card kit, and this one is called Spring in Bloom card kit. And a lot of the papers, the decorative papers. So this is one of the 49 and Market ones from Countryside, which is one of my favorites because of those bold colors. So you've got a fun little tag here, and this one also uses the film strips. And then we have this beautiful card. And Colleen, I think she told me that there are 4 videos to go along with this class to help you do the techniques and things like that. This is one of the newer dies from Tim. I think this is Blossom. And oh my gosh, look at that folder. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So we've got this one here. And then because that top cover there was so pretty, she put the sentiment on the inside. There are a couple of inks that you'll need for this class. I don't have the supply list right in front of me, but it is mostly probably Distress inks. Let me go see if she sent it over to me. Let me check. Okay, I don't see it yet. So we'll get it figured out here pretty soon. So there's a couple of inks that you need, but I don't know what they are. So, and then we've got this fun little shaped card, and then you're going to use some washi tape in that one. This one is a fun one. So she's going to teach you how to make this card here, and see, it sits just like that. It's an A2 size. That's kind of cool. And then this one. So this one is a slimline card that will sit like that, but you have this really cool fenced design. So you make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this class, and it is $28. She just brought the kits in this morning. So I love this. This is so beautiful and bright for the spring. Okay. Now, last week we were talking about those little teeny triangle trays that I have in plastic. And then Christine mentioned this one, which was on order. So I think it was last week. Maybe it was the week before. Anyways, these are in a little sealed bag, so I'm not going to take it. Is it sealed? Oh, here we go. I think there's an opening. I think I've found it, friends. Found the way to get into it. Okay. So this is the gem tray. Actually, yeah. Okay. So this is the little brass gem tray from Pinkfresh. So the ones that I showed you last week or the week before, they were just like an inexpensive plastic triangle. This one is like a sturdier metal, and with the metal you won't have the static issues sometimes you can have with plastic. But what else is neat about this one is, so this is a little baggie of embellishments that I'll show you guys in a second. I would probably use smaller pieces for this, but this is what I have. So let's say you've got all your gems and things like that in here. Because of the long point of this triangle, you can slip it right into the bag and dump it in really, really easy. You can do that with the other triangles as well, but this one has a longer, skinnier point, so it'll go in skinnier bags. So $9.99 on these metal brass trays. And they have this, I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but they have this really nice little etched design on there, and then on the back side they say Pinkfresh. So, okay. I think these are going to be really, really handy. Whether you have these ones or the plastic ones, really handy for organizing and sorting and using your gems. Actually, could you bring me, so speaking of that, could you grab me one of those Pinkfresh little packets of gems right there? No, the Pinkfresh right there. Just any one of them. It's fine. Okay, so so Christine was in the other day, I guess on Saturday, and we got to chit-chatting. We just got in these little storage units, and they're really fun because they have like a connected set of, which one is my opening? I think it's this one. Of little pots. And so the question was, how much of these Pinkfresh gems can go into these containers? So look at how much, let me just close this so that it might be a little bit easier to see. So that's how much is in there with still just a little bit of room, and then you've still got like this much here. So if you like to have all your gems, you know, kind of in one place, easy access, that kind of thing, this is a great little storage unit that we got. And get this, you guys, we have an awesome price on them, $6. It is really a great price. And we do have, half dozen of them in stock, maybe more, maybe less, something like that. So you could put all of your little gems and trinkets and doodads in there and keep them really, really handy for storage. And then you can tuck these away somewhere where you don't need to get at them quite as often, because you'll have all of your gems right here in that kind of space. Okay. Okay. Hey, Cindy, would you mind calling the store, and he can answer the phone right now, and we can get you signed up for the class. If you would like to do that. Unless you're coming in like tomorrow to pick it up, then we can just chat with you tomorrow. Okay. So there's that. And the gem tray. All right. And then I have a couple of new little doodads that we'll talk about. So, okay, you guys, these are just the sweetest little things. These are little heart paper clips. So, for the packaging, when I packaged them up, there's 20 in a package. It's only $2.50. And look at how cute they are when you put them on something. So instead of just a little curl around like some of the other mini ones, this one has a little tiny heart. Oh, it's so, so sweet. So we've got those guys. Now the trick is to get them back in without making a huge mess. Okay. And then we have, so this little pack, these are kind of random. I have a handful of these packs. There's a ton of stuff in here, and they're all in kind of like this pearl. A lot of them are white, but some of them have like just a light blue tint to them. There's flowers, there's butterflies, different sizes, some shells. Oh, I don't know what that is. And you could probably color these with alcohol inks too. So you get this whole handful of embellishable doodads. And these guys are only $2.50. Really, really good price on those. And then these ones, you get 4 little teapots. Look at how sweet those are. And they're not actually as heavy. I mean, they're sturdy. They're definitely sturdy, but they are hollow, so they aren't quite as heavy as they could be if they were solid. So they'll still be good for hanging on things without adding a lot of weight. You get 4 in the container for $2. And then we got in some new enameled bees. So this little package, I want to show you guys these ones really up close because the bees, they have this beautiful enamel on them. But okay, focus camera. Is it? There we go. But the wings, they're actually a gold, but they have these little dots on them that make them look, they're not like translucent, and the dots do not go all the way through, but it does make them look like, can you kind of see that? Makes the wings look really light and airy. That's the effect that you get. So you get 5 enameled bees for $3.50. Okay, so those are the 4 embellishments that we have packed up for today. And then we have 4 new mini expressions. Okay, so friends, here's the deal. Some of these came a little bit late, so I don't have quite as many of these first 2 because this is right around the corner. However, for those of you guys that collect these come every year. This season comes every year. So you may want these so that you have them for next year, because sometimes we can get them, sometimes they get discontinued. So this one is Hoppy Hoppy Easter, and it is $7.99, including Debbie's. Okay. Okay, so this one I only have 2, but I mean, if more people want it, feel free to request it because I can order more. It's just I didn't go heavy on these because by the time they were available to ship, Easter is, this weekend. But if you are somebody who likes to have these in your stash and you want them to make sure that you have them for next year, Hoppy Hoppy Easter is 1 3/4 inches by 2.1 inches. So it's a nice size, and that one is $7.99. And then this one is a mini shadowed sentiment. So this one is called Easter Wishes, and it's $7.50. So this one here, you've got that beautiful sentiment, but then you also have that nice shadow. Now, the shadowed sentiments are really fabulous because in essence you get 2 sentiments, right? So, but if you have a nice, let's say you have a really nice little sentiment and you've got a background or something, and you want the sentiment to stand out, but you don't want that really bold background, you cut that shadow in vellum. And what it does is it gives you a little bit of a shadow for the words, but it softens some of the background around the words so that there can be more focus on the words. So if you haven't tried that before, give it a try, either with this one or whatever shadowed words you have, with that Easter Wishes. So you'll cut the words out of cardstock and the shadow out of vellum, and it gives you a really, really cool effect. Okay, so those 2, we have very limited stock, but I can get more for now. But with the seasonal ones, I also never know if they're going to get discontinued. So, and then these 2, did we get quite a
2? Oh, yeah, you get about 10 of these in stock actually.
Of each one, right? Yeah. Okay. Because this spring is, we're in the middle of spring, but Easter definitely has a deadline. So we have this one here that is Think Spring, and that one is $7.50. It's 1.9 by 1.4 inches. And then we have this one, which is like part of the spring release. But you guys, as far as all the dies go from this release, this is the one that I think if, you know, you're kind of thinking about them, I would say Thanks a Bunch is going to be one of those that you really, really want to have, because it isn't really seasonal, but it can go with flowers or, you know, anything that you make a bunch of, right? Any time of the year. So Thanks a Bunch does not have a price tag on it. So could you get me the price on it? Can you double check? $7.99? Yeah. Okay, he's gonna check. I think that one's $7.99, but we'll see. $7.99. Okay, so those are the 4 new mini expressions that we got in. And now, bum-ba-da-da. These have been popular all day. We put them out for the people that stopped by today. And we haven't sold out of anything yet, right? From Penny Black? Okay. I know some things were getting kind of low, but all right. Here's the deal. So when Penny Black does a new release, they also sometimes do what they call a board program. And some of our vendors do a board program. Penny Black's is a little bit different because usually they'll, like, you know, send us samples. We have to actually like purchase these samples from Penny Black, but they send us top-notch samples and they never disappoint. And I'll tell you what, you guys, these are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to kind of walk through these and I'm going to show you what the dies are. And we did order a little bit heavier on some of the dies because these samples are just so pretty. So if you want any of those things, definitely let me know. Let me do the dies then first. Okay. And everything was new from this, right? You had to check everything in, not just receive it? Okay. Alrighty. So let's talk about this one first. So wishing you a happy time and lots of smiles. So these are their new rain boots. And a lot of times when you see rain boots, they actually are sideways. So this is actually pretty fun because these boots are sitting forward, which gives you a different view on how you can look at it. And then what they did on the sample, you can see here just where that bend is, they actually just did a little bit of watercoloring. Actually, they did a watercoloring on the whole, can I zoom in and you guys can see, on the whole thing, and that actually helps give it a little bit of a rounded look. So the rain boots are $9.99, and the other thing that's great about Penny Black is they put beautiful samples on the backs of their packaging. So this is, you know, one sample with them, and then look at that one with the little dots and how they colored them. So cute, and actually quite easy, right? Because you don't have to have too much skills. It does cut that little arch right into the boot, so it's easy to tell where to do the shading. So this one is called Boots. Okay, and then and then we have this one here, which is called Delicate Daisies. Ooh, look at how beautiful that is. Oh, I just love orange and yellow this time of year. They're so cheerful. So $14.99, and you've got nice long stems. So you can always shorten the stems, but having nice long stems means that you can also do bunches, just like on that card there. So I really like this die too. I might have to look up that die. That one is really fun. Yeah, I don't think that die is part of the new release, but I'm going to zoom in so that you guys can see it. It is like a circle, but it's got this top half out. So it gives you sort of a landing space where you can do a sentiment, but then you tuck stuff in. I'm going to go find out what that die is because I think that's really, really interesting. So, but the Delicate Daisies are $14.99. So you could make them daisies. And all they really did here was color the tip with probably like an alcohol marker or watercolor or something, and then they put a sort of a coordinating glitter over the top. And what that does is it gives the glitter a colored base to to shine through, so that it's not just colored glitter on white, it's actually colored glitter on the on colored, and it helps match with those little butterflies. So that is the Delicate Daisies. And then let's go into this one, because this little beauty is where the butterflies come from. Okay, so those butterflies, very, very simple, not anything complicated with butterflies, but it works for the Penny Black style of cards. And you guys, I absolutely love what they did with the color and a little tiny bit of glitter, and you are set. So I've one more piece to show you on this one, actually, but let me come back to that. Okay, so then with these butterflies, you also have this really cool wreath, and this one is called Soaring. It is $13.50. The sample only shows the butterfly, so I'm really glad that they actually did a sample for us in the board cards that shows that background. So, and they colored it brown. It kind of looks a little bit like twigs, but again, it gives you a really interesting landing spot for your florals. So that one is called Soaring, and it is $13.50. Okay. And then is it this one? Yeah. This one here is called Finesse. Are you sure we haven't had Finesse in before?
Might have had that one.
Could you double check when we originally got it? Because I need to tell people if it's new or old. Finesse sounds like a name we've already had.
Somebody was
51-769. So this might be one that some of you guys have, but it might be one that some of you guys still need too. He's looking up that info. This one's new? Okay. I think in that last floral release there was something similar with that name then. Oh, did they have a stamp named Finesse? Okay, that's why. Because sometimes they do like descriptive names, and sometimes they do just random names that don't have necessarily anything to do with the die, so it does get a little confusing. Oh, bless you. So anyways, this one is great. It's all one die. It's $14.99, but you can actually cut this apart if you want to make so what you can do when you cut it is, if you just wanted one single long flower, right, you can cut this little floral off right here, and you can cut that bud off right there, and then just that little extra stem, and you'll get a nice long floral here. You can do the same with this one. You can also just keep the buds if you want to. So a lot of options with this one, but you also get the one piece, which makes it really, really easy. So on this sample here, they did green on the stems and then just did a gradient on each of the florals. And then you've got your glitter just highlighting those beautiful little details. Absolutely gorgeous, not difficult, but stunning. So that is Finesse. Okay. Next up, we have, yes, Christine, there is sentiment sets. I will get to those. We've got lots of stuff here, so I'll probably do those after I do the dies, just because they mix and match so much that I'm trying to sort of stay in order. It's not really working that well, but okay, so then next up we have this one here. Hey, could you grab me that little, do we have those little layered birds from Memory Box in stock? Okay. So this one here is called Wildwood. Ooh, look at that. That's beautiful too. I love that. Look at this little chubby bird. He's cute. Okay, so Wildwood is a frame, and you've got a little circle, And then you have these little tiny birds. Now these little birds are going in both directions, and they have some design on there and a little eyeball. Okay, perfect. Thank you. And I'm just looking for something really quick, guys. Hang on one sec. Okay, so this one comes with the two birds going in facing directions. So like on this one here, they just colored the bird. It's really, really easy peasy. They put some glitter on the belly, gave it a little beak and a little eyeball, because this die set makes the eyeballs, okay? And then they also did the bird here. You can see, and we'll come back to this one, but you can see the two birds sitting on that sentiment going in opposite directions. So the reason I wanted to pull this one in is because this one, I think this was from this past holiday season. This set from Memory Box was insanely popular, okay? And a lot of you guys ended up getting it, but the birds are different. So you can see here that these birds have some detail in them that these birds don't, and they're different, little different sizes, okay? So when we look at those ones, the layering from these two actually comes from the additional layers that are in the dies. So this one just gives you more bird options, but it's not exactly the same as this set here. Okay. All right, so now continuing with, we got all of those guys. Continuing with this one, this is the next one I want to show you because this uses the wildwood as well. And look at how cool that looks as corners with a floral. I love this look. It is so awesome. Hey, that little paper, oh, nope, here we go. Never mind. Hold on one sec. So they send me some information on what they use color-wise. So what they used is Gathered Twigs, Stormy Skies. Wait, let me see. Like Joy. Oh, here we go. Friendship doubles our joy. Oh no, that's this one. What is this one? Wishing you a delightful day. Oh, here we go. Okay, so they used hickory smoke on the can. They used black soot, probably for the speckling. Gathered Twigs for the wood. Stormy Sky. That's the Stormy Sky that we're seeing in a lot of these. And wow, isn't that a gorgeous color? It just makes whatever colors you actually put in pop. And then dried marigold and carved pumpkin, and then peeled paint. So some pretty standard distress colors, and they look all, to me, they look like regular distress. So anyways, I just wanted to look because all of these colors go together so well, but they're really, really fun in this set. So I love that border. And this one again is $14.99 and it's called Wildwood. And next up, we have this guy here. So this one is a nice companion also to that guy. Same thing where you can cut the pieces apart, but it's nice because they all come together. And when they all come together, you can stick it as just one bunch right into a watering can. So this one is called Floral Twirl. Oh, look at that. I love Penny Black. Both Penny Black and Memory Box, they have an amazing ability to make simple cards absolutely stunning. It's just amazing and not super complicated. They do have some complicated ones, but so this one is $14.99 Floral Twirl, and it's beautiful with those little glitter embellishments there. And then let's see. Okay. So we have the watering can, and this watering can also comes with some floral pieces as well, but it comes with that little cut right in there, so you can tuck all kinds of stuff in there. And these little dots here make the cutest little water holes. Is water holes a thing? Yeah. And then I think, I'm just kind of looking because it does look like there's a little bit of shimmer in there. So they might have taken like a little silver pen and put it in the holes. Not 100% sure. Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't think so. I think that's the shadow of the light. Yep, that's what it is. I'm like, wow, they really sparkle. But it's actually because I'm looking at the white through it. So that's fun. Okay. So this one, aptly named watering can, and here you can see just the nice design with just the florals that are in the set. So that one is $12.99. And then the other tuck-ins that we have here come from this kind of foliage and tuck-in pieces. For those of you guys that were asking me for a 3-leaf clover, I know St. Patrick's Day is already passed, obviously, but I had a number of people ask me for a 3-leaf clover this year because normally St. Patrick's Day, they always put out 4-leaf clovers as their designs. But I think this one could actually, that one looks pretty spot on for that, for my, you know, massive gardening knowledge. So this one is called Leaflets. Ooh, that's really fun too. I love their card designs. This one's called Leaflets, and it is $16.99, and that's what they used for the little little, I don't know, twiggy things there. And what else do we have? Okay, and then our final card is, so at holidays, they came out with a couple of really big words. They came out with joy. What was the other one that they came out with? Do you remember? But, and these words cut out of that die-cuttable glitter foam from Spellbinders. I don't know if you guys remember, but we did a joy card with that. Oh, it was gorgeous. So this is the word hug, and it takes up the whole card. There it is with that daisy, and I don't know where that piece comes from, but you could probably fill it in with lots of different foliages. So this beautiful one here with the daisy, so hug, this guy is only $12.50. Great price. And we've talked about this before. I love big words that you can just make as a centerpiece of your card and kind of decorate around. So this one I think is going to be fabulous for that. And it's called Immense Hug. Yep, the other one was called Immense Joy. And then they just have, there's those two little birds that we talked about earlier. And then they have this really pretty floral Burst of Blooms. Was it Burst of Blooms that we had before? Or no, that one's new too. Okay. So this is Burst of Blooms. And look, I mean, look, you guys, it's just one die traipsing down, but the way that you color it makes all of the difference. So they just kind of tucked it behind here and sort of traipsed it down and then put, you know, your sentiment over there with the little birds. So Burst of Blooms, and that guy is $12.50 as well. Okay, now let's talk about these two dies. So we've got this one, which is called Rows of Stitches, and the Rows of Stitches can be seen on this card here. So all they did was take it and just put it right across the background. And then my guess is they probably just took a piece of like masking tape, not actually masking tape, like washi tape, a low tack washi tape. I was thinking of like masking paper kind of masking tape for masking, not construction, because that will be too strong and it can rip your paper. So you don't want to do that. But just to make masks on either side, and then just inked over the top of that just to give it a little decorative band on the back side. So easy. And that one is $12.50 for that guy, and it is called Rows of Stitches. And then the other one, this package, you get 3 different designs, And let's see, this one didn't use it. So I think we have 2 of them in these cards here. So the Boots uses the middle size one, and Hug uses this big size one. But look at how cool that is. So it does not actually cut your paper apart. You can see where the joins are. So it just kind of etches that design in there. But because it's nice and big and bold, but yet simple, it gives you a nice background for your word hug. So that's the big one. And then here, with that medium one, it actually gives you almost like a floor for your boots. So pretty cool on those guys. So that one is $14.99, and it's called Cross Stitch Borders. Okay. So let me pull out the sentiments. So we have 3 sentiments for this release. We have Delightful Day, Doubles Our Joy, and Blessings. So first let's look at Blessings. This one is $18.99, and this one is going to have just some nice religious based sentiments. And I do get requests for a lot of these because I know that there's a lot of you guys that are making cards for your church. And so having some sentiments like this is great, not just for the outside, but you can also use them for the inside. So this one here is a nice one for a birthday card. May God bless your birthday with blessings from above, fill it full of sunshine, and wrap it in love. So it's great for filling space on the outside, but can also be wonderful for the inside. So that one is called Blessings, and $18.99. Did I go slow enough so that you guys can read it? I am hoping so. Okay. And then I think Delightful Day and Doubles Our Joy are probably the ones that they used on the set. Okay, so this one, Friendship Doubles Our Joy, is probably on the one called, oh yeah, here we go. This is Doubles Our Joy. Now, they do have 2 different sizes of sentiment sets, okay? So this one here is probably more akin to the size of like a standard lawn fawn set, maybe, give or take. And this one is going to be just a little bit bigger. So this one, Doubles Our Joy, is $16.99. And it's not what we have in life, it's who we have in life that matters. Best friends are hard to find because the very best one is already mine. Oh, friends are like flowers. They bring color to your world. Thinking of you makes me happy. Our laughs are limitless. Our memories are countless. Our friendship is endless. You're the friend everyone wishes they had. Oh, and a true friendship is a journey without an end. So actually, you guys, this one is really a nice, very usable set. And I think a lot of your friends would love the sentiments from here. Okay. So this one is You're the Friend Everyone Wishes They Had is on this one. So those 2 cards use the Doubles Our Joy. And then Delightful Day, this one is $18.99. And I don't know how easy it is for you guys to read the sentiments. So let's see. May the joy you bring to others keep your heart forever young. Wishing you a happy time and lots of smiles. Let's see. Where is that one? Oh, no. Here it is. Wishing you a happy time and lots of smiles. I mean, that's going to be perfect for, all kinds of things. And it's a longer, skinnier one, whereas sometimes they tend to do them a little bit more spaciously. So that one fits nicely on that card. And then wishing you a delightful day and a year full of joy. This could be a perfect for a birthday card, perfect for, like an end of the year card. Lots of different, actually, it could be good for an anniversary. this wish for happy birthday brings more love than words can say. Happiness on your birthday and always a big birthday hug for you. Wishing you so much happiness. May your birthday be filled with the warm sunshine of love. Love holds you close in thought and close at heart each day. Sending you lots and lots of love and hugs on your birthday. Love, kisses, and birthday wishes. So that's Delightful Day. So those are the 3 new sentiment stamp sets. And then last up, we have still more. But wait, there's more. So this one is called Charisma, and this one comes with a coordinating die. So you can see on this sample, they did some no-line watercoloring. This is not one that was used in the board program, but no-line watercoloring, so it can be nice and easy. You could do it all tone on tone if you wanted to, or like stamp in blue on a white. That's a really pretty color scheme, but they used it with that, let's see, the die that they used it with, we showed earlier. So it was this one called Soaring. So that's what they used it with. But what's nice about these two in looking at them, because I don't always necessarily know this until, you know, we kind of get to, we get them in hand, but you get a gob of images in here. So this is an $18.99 stamp set. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 big images, and you get this little guy here, which could be really fun as a corner, right? If you, depending on how you stamp that, that could be really, really fun. There's 4 dies. So this one does not have a stamp set or a die set, but these 4 do. Now, they are about, well, actually, let me do it based on the die, because that it's a little bit over 3 inches, maybe 3 1/4 to 3 1/2, it looks like, give or take, on these tall. And then 2 1/4, that one's about, yeah, so I'd say about 2 1/4 wide for these guys. So they're a really, really nice size. Also, if you have a design you like for your card making that uses those 3x4 cut aparts, these are going to work well with that kind of a design also, because they will fit into that that cool shape. And you know, actually, like how Minte has those, the backs of their 3x4s that have frames, that could be kind of cool to use with these as well. So the dies are $19.99. The stamps are $18.99 for Charisma. And then we have one more clear set. So this one's also $18.99. This one does not have dies, but look at how beautiful that little, I guess, weed. It's called soft stems. So I don't know what flowers these are, but they're very tall and skinny. And so a lot of times you don't get flower stamps that are in sort of that shape. So it's kind of nice, especially if you want to do, I mean, bookmarks would be super fun. And it looks like they did this one with the Blessings stamp set. Yeah, so they used from the Blessings set, they used this stamp right here. And to me, that looks like it's a bookmark size, but how sweet would that be to make those and then give them to, you know, your friends? I actually really like that idea. Okay. And finally, the last 3 things we have from Penny Black are their Cling rubber stamps. So this one here is an outline one, which you can then stamp. If you're kind of new to stamping and watercoloring, it's how Penny Black does a lot of their samples. But if you're new to it, the easiest way to do it, especially with these outline ones, is to stamp it in a black, like a VersaFine Clair, and then do a clear embossing powder over it. Heat that, because that clear embossing powder is going to give you a little bit of a raised line to help you stay in the lines of the image. Now, these ones from Penny Black are always kind of wispy and light, so that you can make them as artsy as you want to. So when you go to emboss, just a reminder though, you don't always get full lines. So don't go hog wild and be like dousing each leaf in water, because it still can escape through there even if you've embossed it. but it does help quite a bit with that watercoloring. So this little beauty is called Chirping, and it's $15.99. And then these. So Penny Black has put out gorgeous, like, I don't know, what are these called? Watercolory type florals for quite a while. Now, if I know Donna has used these in classes many years ago when we were in store. It's not really possible to use these in classes like for to-go kits. That's just why we haven't used them as much. But in store, when we did the classes, these were ones that we did in class, because what you do is you put it into your stamp platform. Either the Sizzix one that a lot of you guys picked up, or your Misty, or your Tim Holtz Stamp Press, any of those, you put it in, and then what you do is you take the stamp and you color on it with your Tombow markers. So you take the brush end of your Tombow markers and you just color where you need that color. And you can see from this one here that there's multiple colors in there. Okay, it's bigger on this side. So, and that's fine. You can do it however you want to. You can do it with your stamp pads as well. Minis will work a little bit better, but the markers are so easy to control. And that way you get the green and the pink to be right butted up against each other. Then before you go and stamp onto your paper, it's always best to do like a watercolor paper with this technique. Before you stamp, you lightly mist the stamp itself with all of that ink on it, and then it turns into this beautiful watercolored image. Now the reason, if you have a lot of confidence in yourself, you don't have to put it in a stamp press. However, the reason that I always recommend the stamp press is because if you didn't get all the color you wanted in one section or another, you can go back. But also, this one is not a complicated design, right? You've got a little bit of green and it's big enough sections that it's easy to get into. But sometimes you have little bits of the stamp where you might just need to do just the pinks, stamp it, and then come back and do just the greens. And so even with this design, you could do it either way and be successful. But if you're just kind of learning that technique, doing one color at a time is a really good way to go. And the only way to get it to line up is in a stamp press, okay? So we've got two different flowers from this release. We have this one, which I don't know what the flower is, but they call it Lovely. And then this one, which kind of, I'm guessing, is a tulip. It looks pretty tulip-esque. And this one is called Cherish. Both of those are $15.99. And you know, you guys, if you haven't tried that technique, I would say give it a shot, because it's really, really fun and you're going to get different results every time. So that is what I have to show you guys today. So I am going to do a super fast recap and then we will call it a day, because my phone hasn't yet died. So fingers crossed. All right. Brand new card kit just came in from Colleen. This one is called Spring in Bloom Card Kit. It makes 6 cards, gorgeous, vibrant colors. There will be 4 videos, I think is what she told me. So I haven't gotten them downloaded and stuff yet, because she's just sending them over to me. So that's what I recall from our conversation this morning. So it's $28 for the card, Spring in Bloom. And I will just show you these really, really quick. This one is super, super fun. And you've got a tag here. This uses that 49 in Market and the film strips. So if you've wanted to play with those, gorgeous, gorgeous cards. Oh, I just love the color scheme. And then this is a really fun one that when you set it on your desk, has that little pop-up message, okay? So those are here, just dropped off today. And then we have some new mini expressions. So Thanks a Bunch is $7.99. Think Spring is $7.50. Easter Wishes is $7.50. And Hoppy Hoppy Easter is $7.99. Very limited in-stock quantities on these, but I can get more. So please let me know if you want them, because I want to order them just in case they're not available next year. Alrighty. Next, we have the Pink Fresh brass tray. So this one just came in, and I was showing earlier, this one is a little bit heavier because it's metal. It won't have the static that plastic ones can sometimes have, but also with this long, skinny, pointy part, it's really easy to get it back in the bag and dump it. So this little tray here is $9.99 and is great for being able to manage your, you know, gems like this one, okay? Alrighty. And then just because we were talking about the gems, this little storage box here has, let's see, 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 times 7, 28 little cubbies. And I do like that they're attached. It just makes them kind of easy. They all have snap close lids, each one. And you can fit quite a bit of your gems into these. So if you want an easy to access storage unit for an amazing price, these are only $6. Okay. And then for our little embellishment doodads, we have the cutest little mini heart paper clips. You get 20 of them for $2.50. There's a bunch of them packed in there. And then so that you guys could see it, I actually put a piece of paper inside with that paper clip on there so you can see how cute that little heart is. Look at that adorable little thing. And then we have this bag of like shiny resin flowers and butterflies and shells. So it's a good sized bag. It's only $2.50. And I think you can probably alcohol ink these as well if you wanted to change their color. But a lot of them are kind of this white pearl with a hint of lavender and a hint of light blue. And then we've got 4 teapot charms. So fun. And those guys are $2. And then we have 5 really pretty enameled bees with these kind of speckled wings that make them look a little bit more light and airy, even though they are a solid metal. And so you get 5 enameled bees for $3.50. And then into the penny black for the quick review. And so the samples, I'm not going to go back through the samples because we did spend a good amount of time going through those. But they'll be here at the store, and you can always hit rewind after the video. So we've got boots for $9.99. We have delicate daisies, which I think could also be a black-eyed Susan. And that one is $14.99. We have finesse. So that's what that one looks like back there too. $14.99. We have this one is floral twirl. And wild wood. That's that really cool and different way that they used the corners. We have watering can. That's $12.99. Did I tell you wild wood is $14.99? I don't know if I mentioned that. Watering can is $12.99. Leaflets is $16.99, and you get a bunch of different cool pieces in here to use as filler. Immense hug, love this one, $12.50. Burst of blooms is also $12.50. You know what's cool about this one too is that because of the way that the little centers are cut out, that'll be a perfect spot to use either, you know, your Nuvo drops or your stickles or gems. That's the route I would go. Gems, pearls, that kind of thing. But it's nice because it frames it pretty well. And then this guy here is called Soaring, and that one has those fun, very simple butterflies and then that really nice scribbly circle. And then we have the designs that just cut a pattern into the back of your card. So this one is row of stitches. Ooh, but you guys look at this beautiful sample. I don't think we talked about that earlier. They actually cut it out on a different piece of paper, matted it, inked it. But look at how pretty that is as a border. Oh, I do like that. That one is $12.50. And then this one here is called Cross Stitch Borders. And that one's $14.99. You get 3 dies in that one. And then we have 3 new sentiment sets. We have Blessings, which is $18.99. We have Delightful Day, which is also $18.99. And then we have Doubles Are Joy, and this one is $16.99. Okay. And then for clear stamps, we have Charisma with these really fun, like jar vase kind of floral arrangements and coordinating dies. So the stamp set is $18.99, and then the Charisma die set is $19.99. And then we also have the clear set soft stems, which they're just really, really pretty. $18.99, and it'll be super fun if you want to try and tackle making some bookmarks. You know what, you guys? Actually, as I'm looking at this too, this one here, I think they stamped it in a light, like brown color, and then watercolored it. But I'm thinking you might be able to do that same kind of a similar technique. Well, I don't know, maybe not. I was thinking you could do that same technique with the markers, but I think you would stamp it first. But you could color the stems in a marker color, and you could use your markers to stamp the heads if you wanted like different colors. So anyways, $18.99 soft stems. And then for the cling rubber stamps that we have for this release, we've got Chirping, which is this beautiful bird on a post. And then we have the tulipy one, $15.99. This one is called Cherish. And then I just realized my voice is really high pitched today. Did you notice that? Yeah. Is it always? Okay. It's because I like to sound like a 12-year-old child on the recordings. And then we have, this one is called Lovely, and it is, I have no idea what kind of flowers it is, but it's got some little weeds tucked in there too, and so $15.99 on that. So you guys, that is what I have for you for today. We've had lots of stuff we got checked in over the weekend, so we'll do more What's New tomorrow. Thanks a bunch. See y'all then. Bye. Hang on.